I love my black queens. You know what I mean? Not all y'all some queens though. Some of y'all some demons. Band Time Podcast Edition. Let's get into it.
These niggas sound stupid saying they invented me, but arguing with fools is a waste of.
It's your time. It's his time. It's Bam's time. Bam's time to shine. Your time to shine too. Yes, you. Back at it again like we never left. You guys already know what the hot topic is today on the Bam Time Podcast Edition channel / reaction channel. This is podcast edition as you saw in the glorious intro. You feel me? Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you're new. We got 7 subs away from 700. You see the pencil in my hand because you know we jotted down some stuff again. You know? These are related to the topics, man. I told y'all we've been getting real, you know, we've been trying to get more organized with this. We going crazy. We're going crazy. Anyways, let's get straight into it because this is pretty much a hot topic. Before I even get this video started, I'm going to do a whole lot less of giving disclosures because honestly, if you take the video a certain way, I don't care. Listen, I love black women. I've only really dated and been with any relationship I've ever had has been with a black girl. I've only had probably one with a girl who was like just not black at all. And my preference is black women, you know, but there are certain things I don't like about them. I'll be honest. And I want y'all to understand this before I get a bunch of y'all act like black women is the only one that does that. De blase. Like, bro, I'm just talking about my experience, what I see from people I know, etc. So if you in a situation or if you don't see what I'm talking about, that this doesn't apply to you. You got to know what to take, what not to take from videos. You get what I'm saying? But I'm starting off the rip. I love black women. I'm not one of them dudes who say that because he cares about the black women coming for him or people coming in the comments. I don't care. Anybody who knows me in real life knows I've only dated black girls except for one. You get what I'm saying? My angle is literally towards black women, but I'm not scared to call them out on their shit. Just like they're not scared to say some shit about me or anybody. And matter of fact, I know a black girl right now who dates only white boys. She's never in my life, and if that's what she wants to do, cool. But I've never seen her with a black dude. She dates only white. Black women get away with it. Nobody comes for the black women who only date white men. And I know this girl has had black men try to come her way. Now, if she only likes the white men, so be it. That's her. I ain't discriminating. I ain't against it. But I'm just saying, women get away with this shit. Like they don't do this. But let's get straight into this video, man. Black men don't like black women. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and give some reasons why some don't. And it's actually kind of crazy because some black men will say they don't want to deal with a black woman for whatever reason and then go through some crazy ass battle, baby drama, baby dad or baby mom drama with another race, fighting to see their kids and all type of shit. They'll go through they'll literally go through BS that they claim they would have went through with a black woman, but dated outside the race and going through the exact same thing. Yeah, it's crazy. This is some reasons why, you know, I think black men don't like black women and stuff that I've kind of experienced, you know, in my own personal life. What I've noticed, because we all have conversations. Everybody talks with their friends. You know, when you get a chance, you get a little older, you guys kind of don't talk as much. But when your real inner circle, you talk to them, you know what I'm saying? You guys have certain convos. And one thing I have noticed is that there's not all, but some, or a good amount. Obviously, it's a billion girls in the... disclosures is done. So just take it how you take it. This is one reason this is the first on the list. Same expectations as their dad. And you can also, I'm gonna throw something else on here too. Also, their dad has implemented in their head that if a man can't do what I can do, he ain't the man for you. Or whatever. Like the man kind of, their dad plays a role in it. But let's just talk about the first part. Same expectations as their dad. So if you ain't real handy in cars and shit like that, man, you gotta be like my dad. My dad has given me super high standards to the men I have to date. And it's just, it becomes a lot because what if we both did that? What if I said you have to do everything my mom does? You get what I'm saying? Oh, I'm not your mother. Okay, I'm not your dad. You get what I'm saying? That's where the clash starts. But also, like I said, this is the dad too. The black men will enable the very thing that they hate. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell their daughter everything a man's supposed to do for them. This, that, and the third, blase, blase. You feel me? Now they put their daughter on the receiving end. And that also ties into another thing I have on the list, the household that they came from. They put their daughter on the receiving end, right? So now all she looking at is what this like, oh, you like we need you need to be able to do this, you need to be able to do that, pay for everything, fund literally everything, right? You get what I'm saying? And I'm saying I've only seen that from my own community. I haven't seen, like, it probably does happen in Asian households, Mexican, whatever, probably does, but I'm going off of what I see, what other people, what the people I know see, what we've talked about, etc. So now with that, and the cool part is about those same men, like I said, they enable the very thing that they hate. Because a lot of them ain't dating their kid's mom. They with the whole different person that they probably taken care of, and they secretly hate it. Like, damn, I gotta take care of this. I gotta take care of the house too. I gotta get you a car. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. But you the same man who told you the same black man that told your black daughter that the man needs to be able to do this, and you put her on that receiving end, and now you're dating the product. The product that you tried to have your daughter become, you're dating that now at an older age. You secretly hate it. But you enable that though. You tell your daughter stupid shit like that. You know, it's just, and you know, being on Instagram, I'm gonna be honest, I see like all the podcasts and stuff like that talking about, you know, my dad told me if a man isn't this, if a man isn't that, and it gets overwhelming because it's like, damn, you got to meet all these requirements. If you really like me, I wouldn't have to meet all these requirements. If I'm a good man and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and I wouldn't have to meet all these requirements. You get what I'm saying? So it becomes a lot. So what some people do, they just say, okay, I'm gonna go deal with some other people. You know, me, I'm a person like, this is how I move. If I chose that person, then I chose that person. I don't want to hold the next black woman accountable for what this black woman did. This one wasn't a queen. Maybe this one will be a queen. You get what I'm saying? I'm not about to hold the next black woman accountable. But I do see both sides, though. There's two things can be true. That's something I'm learning. I definitely do see both sides. So that's just for the black women right now who are kind of grinding their teeth thinking I'm talking shit about them. And if you do, I don't care. Because you're not paying attention if you think I am. But anyways, yeah, that's not even, and again, I'm gonna go to the next thing on the list. This one wasn't really next. This one was at the bottom. But like I said, what they get from their dad and the mindset that also ties into the household they came in. They also might come from a household where maybe, you know, a man wasn't around. They might come from a household where the dad wasn't around, or there's households where the dad is around. There's households where the dad isn't around. You get what I'm saying? The dad might not have been doing as much. So now, or listen, that daughter might have a mom who was with a man who wasn't doing as much as he probably should have, and that's on him. You know what I mean? So now she might tell her daughter, man, you need to make sure a man's doing this, and this. It's kind of both sometimes. It's like I said, where is it at? Come from bad households and copy bad traits. So now, you coming from that household, you know, your mom's always talking about how a man's not around to do this, that, and the third. So now that kind of implements in your head, like, all right, he needs to, That becomes the expectation. It becomes the norm. It becomes the prerequisite. You get what I'm saying? Now he like, damn, like, just to step in the door. Like, the first thing you ask me is what I do for a living and all this extra shit. You know what I'm saying? But that just turns them away. It's like, damn, I can't do it. But the part where I kind of disagree with is how many black women are you gonna really meet, like seriously meet, that is like that? Because I know some dudes don't even give black girls a chance. They just automatically run with the narrative that they see on social media. I ain't never in my life had a girl ask me what did I do. I've never heard that before. I've seen it on social media, but I've never, like, a girl has never asked me that. But I do know people who have been asked that question, had to live up to an expectation because of the household that this person came from. You get what I'm saying? You guys got to understand that there's a lot actually out there that carry the shit that I'm saying. So what it does is turns him away. He like, I got to go this way. And it's not right. But that's just what it is. It's like, for instance, y'all can say every black woman is not like that, I'm agreeing with you 100%. But I want you to hear this though. Are you somebody who has held the next man to something your past man might have did? If you are, which majority of you are, it's the exact same thing. He's holding the next black woman to what the last black woman did. I think it's wrong, but he's doing what you're doing. You said you kind of was on some, man, F these dudes, F like whatever, because of what that last man did to you. So now you holding every other man to what he did. It's the same exact thing. I know race isn't involved, but it's the same exact thing. He's letting his future be determined off of what he went through in the past, and so are you. It's the exact same thing. I think love is love. Shit, if you find a Mexican, Asian, whatever, shit, a white person, you know what I'm saying? Cambodian, Samoan, whatever. If that's who if y'all mesh and y'all getting this shit done, hey, do it. Don't try to like live up to that, live up to what society says. One thing I'm also gonna add too is if you just like fell for somebody who wasn't black, do that. That's lit. But don't deliberately not date black women and you a black man. Don't say you intentionally don't date black women because of what, or you just don't date black women. Like, just don't say that, bro. Because like I said, y'all say that, then go through the same BS with another race. But here's the thing. It kind of seems I'm like taking both sides with this. I'm just kind of talking about the up with this and the down. Like, I'm talking about both of them. Like, both. I see sometimes I can see the man's point of view, and I also see the woman's point of view with this. There are some people who they don't say, oh yeah, I don't date black girls. They just happen to, this person loved them. This person was rocking with them. They were coexisting good. So why would they not? Why would you? I think it will be kind of dumb. Like, I kind of fight with that too sometimes. I'm like, man, this person, like, they're not black. But, why would you turn that down, a good woman down because of her race? Now you went and found what you wanted and it wasn't what you know what I'm saying? It didn't work out. It's just, but you had something good going on before, but you didn't because of, that's how it works, bro. It's crazy. But anyways, let's move on. Dealt with some black women who strengthened the bad narratives. Okay, so pretty much they've dealt with black women who, I guess, think it's okay to say certain things to their man, threaten to put hands on them in the middle of a conflict. That the amount of money he makes, things like that, that's kind of all in the black community as a whole, I guess. So they just dealt with people who've strengthened that narrative and they don't want to go again. Everybody's done that to an extent, bro. Everybody's dealt with somebody who strengthened the bad narrative or stigma around that shit. If you a person who dated somebody who had a kid and it turned out to be a nightmare, not because the kid wasn't a nightmare, but the expectations from the mom or the dad, whoever, dealing with baby daddies, baby mamas, stuff like that, or child mom, child dad, and all that extra shit, it got in your head like, all right, I see why they say not to do this. This is like it's not something you should do if you don't have a kid. You might have dealt with someone who strengthened that narrative. And there's somebody watching right now who dealt with someone who didn't strengthen the narrative, who completely proved that the narrative is not all the way true. But the fact of the matter is, 9 times out of 10, people do deal with people who strengthen the narrative. That's a conversation, bro, everybody has. You get what I'm like? Everybody has. That's where that also comes in. So it's like, I just want, as like for the black women watching this, I want y'all to like really hit the comment section and let me know something. But I want y'all to really understand, like, when you deal with someone who strengthened the narrative of something, it's, of course it's gonna have you kind of like, should I do that again? Should I do that again? I know race isn't involved, you know, dating with somebody with a kid or whatever. But like I said earlier, you guys have kind of said you're not, and I hear black, never mind. But you guys have once said you're not doing this again or whatever. You kind of was cool off man, or you kept holding a new man to your past man's mistakes or whatever the case may be. It's kind of the same thing. Race is just not involved. People might say, "Oh, it's different." I'm not saying I'm not dating my own race. Well, you're not, but you're holding a man to something a past man did. Or you're running around saying there's no good men, tainting all these other people. You might tell you might, you know, try to tell your kids that your daughter or whatever the case may be. Now she run around with that narrative in her head. It's the same thing. Just like him. I don't like, if he says I don't like black women, bro, cause they be too rowdy, they be this, they be that, whatever. And now he go tell his son that, or his little cousin that, or whoever. Now he run around with that in his head, and now he got that narrative spewing around, and then the cycle just continues. It's the same shit, bro. It's the same shit. You both are running with narratives. That's all I'm gonna say on that. It's that simple. You know, and sometimes it's up to us to pick one, because everybody has picked somebody who strengthened the narrative of maybe you shouldn't date somebody, a black woman, or date somebody with a kid, or date somebody like this, date somebody like that. Everybody has picked somebody who's like, damn, this person just proved why you're not supposed to do this shit. And sometimes, with some of them, I ain't gonna lie, there's some ones you don't want to experience again. But me, if I could date a black girl who strengthened the narrative around black women, I'm still gonna try to find a black girl, or let a black girl come to me or whatever. I'm not gonna not date black women. That's something I'm just personally not like that. But yeah, let's see. And this is one I don't like. Refer to their man as I hope I don't get in trouble saying this. Refer to their man as their nigga. Now listen, I say that word all the time, but I'm not saying it on here. I try not to say it on here because I don't want to. You feel me? I'm still new to YouTube. I don't know. I be cussing a little too much on here, to be honest. So, but I'm a person. I'm a man. I don't like that. Like, refer to me as your man. Now, when we talking, playing around, it's all good. But when we don't let your main thing that you refer to me as be your. No, don't do that. And don't try to say somebody's soft or nothing because they don't like that. That's just not me. You could take it how you want it. I'm not finna call it, like, you feel me? You feel me? That's just like me calling you my bitch. It's the same shit. Like, what are we talking about? Literally. For the most part, don't refer to me as your nigga. Just don't do it. Say your man. Feel me? And you know, a lot of black girls think that there's nothing wrong with that, or they'll say that in the heated argument or whatever. But that's not, like I said, it's not. This is what's so tough about doing videos like this, because I still somewhat be caring what people are gonna say, just a little bit, not much, but just a little bit. But yeah, we got something else. Think it's okay to put their hands on men. Now, I know y'all probably thinking like, does this not happen in every other area? I've never seen another race where hands was used. And if you've been watching, you're gonna pay attention. Hopefully you've been paying attention, because I'm speaking on what I've personally seen and what I've seen around me. I've never seen that from another race. I've only seen that in the black community. It's kind of messed up, because when we talk about ourselves, we can't ever talk about ourselves in a bad way, because then they're gonna think that, oh, you one of them black people that, what they call an Uncle Tom or some shit. You know, that's just, it's kind of like when a girl calls out another girl on BS, they call her a pick-me. Or when a dude calls out other men on BS, they say he all for the female or some shit. Like it's like you can't hold your own people accountable, whether it's race, gender, without them saying something. It's like, damn, bro, we're just all perfect. There's nothing we got to improve on. Okay, but yeah, like even little threats like, I'll slap you. He would have got his ass slapped. Like he would have did this, did that. Like that's not, like, don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes when you playing around, that's cool, but some people be dead ass serious, like in an argument, like I'm about to slap the, like, you know, it's like, all right, man, like you doing too much now. We doing way too much now. Come from bad, I already said this, but this was next on the list. Come from bad households and copy bad traits. Like I said, that came from a household where, you know, the man there's households where the man is doing something and the man puts it in their head that, hey, a man got to do this, this, this. Or there's the households where man isn't around and not doing what he needs to be doing, or enough. He's not doing enough. So now the mom is telling the daughter, you know, oh, they ain't shit, they ain't this, they ain't that, blase, niggas ain't shit, woo, 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 saying all this stuff. And then it's implementing that in her head. Now she running around with that mindset because she got that from her mom. When in reality, her mom might have been the issue. Her mom being an issue does not take away from bro not doing what he's supposed to do. I'll never support that. I think you're weird if you don't support your kid how you're supposed to and take care of shit. But like I said, the mom puts that in her head. The mom says, make sure that man does this. They don't tell you about the aspect of loving, nothing. The commute, like the togetherness. You know why she can't say that? Because she doesn't have it. So now she putting that in her head. And then she runs around strengthening the narrative. It might be hard to hear, but it's the truth. It's kind of the same thing, I guess, dealt with some that came from ghetto families. Sometimes that stuff can play a role because it comes back to haunt you. You never really realize how much the family stuff comes back to haunt you. Like, we kind of underestimate how much the family stuff really does matter. Like, we underestimate how much it really matters. Because there's certain stuff that happen in her family or even his family that he or she thinks is okay. That she really thinks is okay. Now they bring it back to you. And now you running around like, damn, is this what all... And then you... Again, it's not all everybody like that. But everybody not about to try to get everybody don't have a I'm gonna try again type of brain. That's just not how it works. They just gonna, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna go to this one now. That's just what it is. Now, this is something I said. This is something that I remember. I had a girl who I was dealing with who was loud as hell. Like, I did not like the loud. It's 6 a.m. in the morning. You don't gotta be this loud. Like, just loud, I love an energetic person, but don't be so goddamn loud all the time. Like, know when to be loud, know when to be quiet. You know, that's just, I'm sorry. And this is last on the list. Normalizing toxic relationships. A lot of stuff that's toxic is being normalized. And I wouldn't really put this a race thing. So I kind of wasn't going to talk about this one. I don't want to bring this one as a race thing. But like I said, from what I have personally seen, a lot of toxic shit has been between two black people. And it might not even been the woman who was toxic. Could have been the dude. From what people have told me, from what I've been through at a point, it was the girl and where she came from. Obviously, you know, we ain't perfect, but it was the girl and where she came from, you know. Throughout your whole life, you're going to have an experience that's going to have you like, damn, should I do this again? Like, whether it's with this rage, because it don't even got to be two blacks. It could be dealing with a black guy dealing with a white girl. Maybe the family was like, they thought he was too rowdy for her. He not even rowdy. He just not the type to sit there and, like, he talk how he talk. Like, he not talking like a dumbass or nothing like that, but he just, like, he has his little slang in there. Like, oh, good morning, y'all. How you guys doing today? Oh, good morning, y'all. How y'all doing today? He might say something like that instead of, good morning, how are you guys feeling today? You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't talk like that. He just like, good morning, y'all. Oh, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? I'm like, I appreciate that, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Instead of, thank you. You know what I'm saying? He might say appreciate that, or I appreciate it. I'm like, or he might say real talk. You know, you talk regular, but you just not super formal. You get what I'm saying? Like, you might not be a suit and tie wearing person, but you might come to the little family function dressed all nice. You know, you popping your collar, button out all the way popped. You know, you got a nice little watch on. You got your earring in. You know, you walking in. You just come in. You know, nice dress shoes, no socks. You know, you got the what's it called, flooding to the ankles. You just come in with your own type of swag, your own demeanor. Like, you're not coming in to feel like, oh, I don't want to be myself because I don't want this family to think I come from, you know, I'm myself. Yeah, man, that's pretty much the end of the video. Pretty much, and I want to say this again. Black women, I want y'all to really stop being, like, for the ones that think all black men hate black women. I want y'all to stop being so blind and just accept sometimes that that there are people who strengthen these bad narratives of us. Like I'm talking about the women. Speaking as if I'm y'all, us. Like, you have to accept it that there are some that there are a lot that strengthen these narratives. And there are some that don't. And that's the ones that I'm going to get in contact with. I'm not getting in contact with the ones that strengthen weird ass narratives. You don't want to do that. You know, I love black women. I ain't gonna keep saying that shit, bro. I'm being too scary on here. Anyways, y'all make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Rest in peace to Kari, ex my grandma, and I'm gone.